Hmm. Okay, time to pick our team. Yeah. Let's go with the Beader team. To go to Jedi enclave, so I need to have my boys with me. Basically, I'll provide force capabilities. Atten has probably the best combat capabilities of the team at the moment, and Beader will provide all the skills needed. I'm not a big fan of Beader in this game. If he didn't have the skills, huge selection of them, I would probably never ever play with him. He's not an interesting character. It's like they needed the gimmick with the arm and everything. He's so... yeah, I dislike him. Like him very much.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Can access all the defense turrets. We need someone who can do maintenance computers. Depending on how much we do here now, I'm mainly interested at the Jedi enclave. And we think we need a code to get access to that.
Just say the word.
Let's go. I'll have this open in no time. Child's blood.
Lovely. And in order to get that those codes, we need to meet with the colony leader here. And straight. Fairly pointless level ups. I need to see the skill points again. Do you have any weaknesses? Stealth, persuade, no. I don't really have
I hear you.
obvious weaknesses, so I can spend my skill points wherever I want. I want demolitions because I want someone with high demolitions who also has stealth. And Atten seems to be the right person for that job.
What do you want now?
Tell me about the administrator.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attacked, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries.
Yeah, we know all about that, so... moving on. That leaves 3 entrances. The main entrance, or was that the main entrance? It's not the main entrance. So that was the main entrance.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant. and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
So maybe it's not a good idea to advertise that I can use force powers. Although this is sort of why I dislike the fact that everyone, well, doesn't really matter. They're civilians. They wouldn't understand the difference between someone being in the order and someone just having force abilities. So that doesn't really matter.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
What do you have in Kunda?
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akari is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
I don't want to talk to him too much. I want to get on with things. Karavic.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
What are you doing in Kunda?
I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
What a weird chap there. Can't even speak normally. Staff. Suru.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
What are you waiting for?
I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
What was stolen?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Why doesn't the administrator help?
It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late.
I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers.
Are you sure it's a salvager?
My farm is the closest to the enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
What did they steal?
A lot of farming equipment.
Anything I can help with?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
See what I can do.
That's great. certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Barun Modrul.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek.
Seems like Dantooine has had a lot of trouble.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose.
Who are you?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modrul. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Nobody likes their boss hanging over their shoulder.
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Yeah, I don't think the mercenaries are probably people who all respect strength. So I think he's doing exactly showing them that he can't be pushed around. Yeah. Yeah, with some people, if you give them a little room, they take a lot more.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's gotta be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
I hear they're been making a lot of mischief lately, maybe even murder.
We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. The calf hounds and Kinrath are everywhere. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
Yeah, that attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered on a hostile world, you got to stay a team. I can't leave the conversation in a way that it would be leaving it in a way that I could return to it later. So whatever, I'm clearly having to convince this guy one way or another. So I'm going to try to convince him that whatever happens stays as team. Yeah, that attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered on a hostile world, you've got to stay a team.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks. All right, stay out of trouble now.
I hate doing that, because clearly the game aims at something and I have no idea what it is. But apparently I took a side there without knowing that I took it.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola.
Is this the same guy we meet in the first game? In Dantooine, selling weapons? Yeah, simple merchant with a noble purpose to arm everyone. Mission is clear. Yeah, what's your mission? Highest quality weapons at the lowest of low prices. Yeah, I think this is the same guy. At least this sales speech is the same. Yeah, I'd like to see what you're selling. He actually had very good weapons in the previous game. Not a lot of it, but a few good items. So far the armor at least is poor. Gant silencer. This is actually not too bad, but it also costs 7,500, so it's immediately not acceptable. Zabrak microblade. Oh, military baton. Trandoshan double blade, 10,000. Yeah, insane damage. Good critical attack modifier, plus it's not all that great because you can't upgrade it. Rhodian, not upgradable, not upgradable, not upgradable. You can't upgrade it, it's not gonna be worth much. Lightsaber crystals. Systec static blaster, an electrical damage weapon. Again, if you can't upgrade a weapon, it's not gonna be all that useful. Argazdan right blaster, sonic damage, sun. Othan droid disruptor, yeah, this would annihilate droids. Like 4 to 31 without any upgrades against droids. Warbowcaster, Disruptor Carbine, Force Mask, yeah. For both good and ill, this mask provides the wearer with some protection for force. This is terrible. Wisdom -4, Charisma -4, Force Resist +16, Saves Will +4. So this is the worst possible item I could use. It's you're a brute soldier with no charisma or wisdom needs. This is an excellent item. Exchange casual gloves. Rapid fire. Immunity to stun, fear, horror. This is a lightsaber lens, but you know, it's a crystal. We need the missing item, a lightsaber item we need is it's not something like that. I think we'll get it next time we'll face anyone with a lightsaber. We'll get it automatically at the latest. Zeron.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I'm looking for it for the proper price.
Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. Before that, though, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
No. Wanted to see if anyone needed a hand.
Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
Okay. What's Geravik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Okay, what sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Why is this place so overrun with Kinrath?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things.
What do you know about these caves? I'm not gonna go there now. I need a lightsaber. I think they're the same where we got lightsaber crystals in the earlier game, probably in this one too. We want to go there, but it's sort of pointless until we have a lightsaber.
We used some explosives to seal a cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find.
How much is the reward?
2,000 credits.
Ooh. With so few settlers, lives are much more important than credits.
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do.
Oh, that's a nice one. Okay. I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something? You really should talk to Barun about general questions.
How's the militia doing?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help. We gotta help ourselves.
What do you know about the administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much anything. Our most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the administrator never went elsewhere. I bet she'd make a decent senator even.
What about the mercenaries?
I don't have anything to say about that.
We're going. And we got a quest from that. A little bit of information. How things are in this place. Guess we need to see the administrator, get the access to the enclave and just go there.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual. But you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
Yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
Yeah, get to the point.
My point is that the previous owner of that ship was a very influential Jedi. And Jedi are not as admired here as they once were. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
What do you mean by that?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
I'm not sure I want to lie about this. He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I'll make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
What are the dangers of the sublevel?
Like many parts of Dantooine, the sublevel of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called lagreks have made the sublevel their home. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the lagreks. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Hey, what can you tell me about the people of Dantooine?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
Settlers.
Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again.
You don't seem convinced by that.
No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain.
Okay, what about the salvagers?
They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had, the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made, and even then we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous, and every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from their claims sustains what semblance of government you see now.
What are you going to do when the ruins run empty?
We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times.
And you coexist happily with them?
We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sublevel is the only place left with reasonable salvage, and it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds.
What about the mercenaries?
Mercenaries have been a problem for Dantooine since the end of the Mandalorian Wars. When the Jedi Enclave was here, they were firmly kept in check. But now, relations are uneasy between us. Their leader, Azkul, was a Sith trooper during the war, and I have no doubt he was very good at his job. Until they find work, tensions will grow. If you want to know more, I suggest you talk with Barun in the militia headquarters. He would have more details. Certainly.
Is there any work I can do?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
I'll be going. No. Do the people of Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Can anything be done about it?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
I'll be going. Mission headquarters. Okay, we need to talk to him.
Hello there. You haven't had any new troubles, I hope?
Yeah, a few questions.
I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
You know anything about Sulru's problem?
Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Sulru's concern is pretty low on our list. We asked the salvagers, but they claim that the salvager responsible is nowhere to be found. I'm here to help. What do you need? I'll tell you anything that's public. All right, stay out of trouble now.
I'll take a quick look here if there's anything interesting. There should be the medical bay somewhere here. We can't access anything yet. We would need some kind of a key card. We'll go immediately to the enclave. Start clearing that place out. See if there's anything worthwhile taking there. And while we're at it, I need to check this. Yeah. You need to take heavy armor proficiency. I don't think you can, so we actually have very few people who even can realistically take advantage of heavy armor, so Atom needs to be one of them. Otherwise, it's one of the strongest armors in the game. We can't have it be so that no one in the party can take advantage of them. We've talked to these people before, we can skip them now.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a cat hound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want?
I'm heading for the ruins.
You won't find anything there except on the lowest sub-level, and there you'll only find death. Lagreks are everywhere.
So what happened?
I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagreks. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered.
Are you going back for him?
Are you kidding? Of course we aren't. He's on his own. I only wish he didn't have the salvage on him. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
Seem to have disruptors. A non-unstoppable damage. Oh, what's a library? Ah. What's the library?
Just say the word.
Deadly library. Ooh. Ooh, he's fairly powerful. I don't do that. Stephen.
Let's go.
Deadly library.
Let me handle this.
No. Okay, we seem to have the damage potential to get rid of you. Where are you?
My Lagreks! You've killed them! They're my pets!
Are you the thief that Sulu is complaining about?
I'm not a thief! People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
Who are you?
I'm KV, and this is my home. Now there's nothing to stop them from coming back. They're taking things that are Jedi and not theirs. That's wrong.
This is restored content. It's clearly audible. This has probably been content in the game that didn't. The voice acting at least wasn't finished. So someone else had to do the voice acting. I sense you have a connection to the Force.
I am a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi.
How did a Padawan wind up here?
I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the enclave when my master left me at the Madelay estate. Shen protected me, but the Sith came asking questions. All the Madelays died, but I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns.
These are difficult times. I was a Jedi once as well.
You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left?
There are Jedi around, they're all just hiding.
They are like me. I thought I was alone. Are there any masters?
There's someone named Ruok who came here not too long ago.
I remember him. I sent my Legrex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace.
About stealing.
I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat, but I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone.
I could use any artifacts you found.
I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away.
What did it say?
It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home.
Where's the holocron now?
I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the salvager stole it. It was my only teacher.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them. And also with you. Thank you.
Improve discharge energy cell lightsaber focusing lens fixture. Oh my god.
General, need something? Yes, General?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I'll need?
Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
What kind of lightsaber do you want to create? One-handed. What color? Violet. And there was much rejoicing. Can I select the party? No. I was going to try to get T3 to join the party so I could do some customization on the blade. It won't matter much. I don't have good components. I still might have some. At least I have a lightsaber now.
I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Chinese shield. Improved discharge energy cell.
What's going on?
Although we're so close at the entrance, I could go outside, switch party members around a bit, and upgrade the crystal, the lightsaber immediately. Yeah, ooh, 5 parts and we have 2. So vibration lens, attack -1, defense -1, more damage. I'm not sure I want that. Massive criticals, it's a shitty item, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. So that didn't amount to much.
More where that came from.
Lightsaber can easily
Pure Pazak.
get through locked doors. Just have to attack it and it automatically
What's going on?
I hear you.
breaks the lock.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Deadly like Greg. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't attack it. That would be a disaster.
Just say the word. Time to even the odds.
375 experience per lag wreck. Or deadly lag wreck. Light wreck. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. I'll disable, they provide the damage.
What's going on?
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
I want to do a systematic search though. Make sure nothing gets missed.
Yeah?
Why is there mine here?
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Let's go.
Wait.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Parts.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Plasma grenades.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Components, Zabrak Vibroblade. Nothing too valuable.
More where that came from.
Salvage corpse. Items received. Dead salvager something. Or is it a dead salvager that we received? No, it's a dead salvager. This is the body of a dead salvager. The bees have left very few remains. Some tattered clothing is all that's left of it.
Say come down.
Yeah? Just say the word.
Datapad. This journal was found near the gnawed clean skeleton of a salvager. Last entry is of interest. I made it farther into the enclave than my other salvagers, than any other salvager. I've discovered an untouched storage room. The computer in the power relay station should allow me to open the security door. Once I figure out how to sneak past the Ligrex that have made a nest there, I will leave Dantooine rich. A solid plan. Okay, security door.
What's going on?
I think this is a job for you. Power relay station terminal. Yeah, access work log. View pending work log. Okay. Head technician Durgar Chester. I'm here investigating complaints of the storage room door sticking shut, following a recent mishap with a defective flaming protocol droid. My assistant Tarn will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. Oh. Firework logs. Connection failed. Local camera control. Storage. So he's dead there. Some parts. Power relay station. Common room. North hall. South. Droid bay. The work table and probably more exploding protocol droids. Open the storage room door. I don't think this will work. Command failed. Reason: security door is non-responsive. Please contact head technician to resolve the issue.
Just say the word.
Okay, the only hint was to protocol droids. Did you like Greg? Oh, there's a ton of them here. They are fairly dangerous, so that's why I'm burning through the force to kill them.
More where that came from.
Everything's still malfunctioning.
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Yeah, the loot is pretty crappy here. Items we've been getting throughout the game already.
Yeah.
This computer terminal has some external damage, but everything else appears intact, so fix the computer terminal. Mainframe terminal. Okay. Access work log. Access system command. Local camera. No, it's not connected to any of the other control systems. So system commands. Command fail. There's nothing we can do here really. It's been separated from all the other systems. So even though we can cut it to working, it's unable to keep commands or get access to anything. I'll kill the Lygrets first.
More where that came from. Yeah?
I'll bypass the security on these doors as much
Let
as
me
I
take
can.
care of this. Pure Pazak.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to find anyone else here alive.
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist.
What are you doing here?
Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I had heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them.
That's not the only reason.
The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi enclave, and once I arrived, I felt it was necessary to stay, to protect what was left.
Left?
Much had been taken from the enclave, both by raiders and others. I wished to preserve what I could.
What others?
Many artifacts were taken from the enclave, but these thefts, they had to have been done by someone who knew the enclave well. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocrons and records, but I do not know why.
You mentioned holocrons.
Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It is almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi, and even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history.
Why is that?
Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War, the teachings of Master Arca, the adventures of Jolie Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know?
You look familiar to me.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know?
Do you know what happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Why do you think people hate them?
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies.
Do you hate the Jedi?
Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things, and they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this.
What do you mean?
Many Jedi defy the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War.
You blame the Jedi who turned, or the Council?
There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing.
Who trained Revan?
Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. What else would you like to know?
Why do you work for the Republic?
I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters.
Why Telos and Onderon?
The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim.
And Onderon?
Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against outer rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come.
What about Dantooine?
Dantooine was one of the few Republic worlds on the Outer Rim. It is why the Republic is attempting to get the settlement up and running. Dantooine is within reach of several other Rim worlds, and the Republic will need it as a resupply post if they are to keep a presence on the Rim. What else would you like to know?
Tell me about the Republic.
I do not know if you are aware of how fragile the Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin, and it grows weaker with time.
What happened?
The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. It was almost the end. But at that last year, the year before Revan vanished, Revan's assault on the Republic stopped. No one knows why. But it was all that saved the Republic. The fleet the Sith had amassed was no more, and the remaining Sith turned on each other, destroying the Academy on Korriban. It did not matter. Revan had already won.
What do you mean?
The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know? Someone has been taking holocron. The situation. What else?
I'll be going.
Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why?
Get some answers.
What answers do you seek? It has been my experience that Jedi rarely answer such questions, or instead indulge in half-truths.
I need to know why they sentenced me to exile.
Exiled you? It is strange they would sentence you and not speak honestly of your crime.
They claimed it was because I went to the Mandalorian Wars. Something has emerged that has changed my mind.
It is not the Jedi way to lie. Well, no, that is not true. There are times when truth is concealed if they think a greater good can be achieved. But when such things are done, it is always done with the intention that the person they withheld truth from cannot be trusted with that knowledge, that it will bring harm upon themselves and others.
I'm fairly open with him because he's very suspicious to me. He knows too much. I don't mean that in a bad way. He's not just a scientist or a historian. And the fact that I recognized him or found his face familiar, I think since I've been a Jedi, he has had some connection with me or the Jedi at some point. It just hasn't been significant enough for me to remember it. So, they exiled me because of some reason other than the Mandalorian Wars. I think it had to do with my loss of connection to the Force.
Perhaps there was some greater danger in you knowing the reason than in the reason itself. Strange. Mysterious are the ways of the Jedi. Sometimes they see things the rest of us do not. Other times, such sight brings arrogance and a fall. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
Look, we're already full up. We don't need anyone else. We travel light.
We need all the help we can get, and he seems capable. So now he's in the group. What do you know? He's a soldier. First goddamn proper soldier. So we probably want the tech specialist. But Atten has all the weapons. Crap. Influence gained, disciple influence lost. Atten. Yeah, he's aesthetically negative, so he can use heavy armor, which is nice. Congratulations, you get to look like an idiot too. Power implant. We will go with the melee solution for him. We basically have to do Zabrak Microblade. Fully upgradable. Oh, it's a good blade. Full bladed sword. We'll give him my crappy Vipro sword and Zabrak Vipro blade. And he isn't all that bad with them. Yeah, he doesn't have any skills. It's a fairly strong dexterity. I'll start bumping up his strength, although constitution to 16 might be a good thing too. It's good for the implants, but yeah, I'll go with the strength. He's using heavy armor, so dexterity isn't going to amount to much. Regenerate vitality. Finesse. Okay. No, I don't need your finesse. Master Flurry. He's getting much more feet than I really know what to do with. Oh, I guess we'll take melee weapon focus then. Yeah. That's a lot more damage. Oh god. And more feet. We could take improved power attack. He'll probably use it anyway at some point. I'm not going to hold his hand, so... Although, regenerate vitality points. Yeah, I think that's a good one. And soldier gets so many feet, so it's not going to matter much. Yeah, he's good enough damage with the weapons, and he's very good at hitting with them.
Let's go.
Ah, I get a level up too. And we'll do what? Why can't I level up awareness? Why is it so high? It's been artificially buffed by something. That's probably why. Where to put the extra points? I'm guessing repair. Ah, yeah, now we can use lightsaber forms. Better healing. Resilience against blaster using opponents. Bad against many opponents. Good against Jedi, bad against blaster deflection. Good against many opponents. Yeah, we'll keep the force and all. 3 dead mercenaries lay here. Each of the mercenaries bear evidence that they were killed by a lightsaber. This datapad contains orders from Azkul, the leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. Rook has entered into the enclave alone. You will take a full squad and capture the Jedi alive. Bring him to our nook in the Myriad caves to await transport to Nar Shaddaa. He will fetch a fine bounty. Now it seems like we have almost half of this place still unchecked, and we have no access to the storage area. So